This video is sponsored by Athletic Greens.
How you doing? My name is Shawn Cross. I got a YouTube channel, Shawn Cross the Line. Started that a few years ago, but then it kind of started getting a little bigger whenever I built this car. Trying to do a little bit more with it and show off my beauty here. Now Greta's a 85 Grand Marquis. I'll use this thing for a little bit of everything. I do rock crawling with it, I do road trips, car shows, cruise nights, I mean just a little bit of everything with it.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
So you made it down here?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if safely is the right word to say.
Oh yeah, she's pretty dependable now.
Yeah? It's pretty cool. What, you just made it back from Wyoming?
Wyoming, yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
went up there and picked up a big international, so.
Man. What are these,
53s.
53 military tires?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy. It's a little bit more obnoxious in person, though.
Yeah, it is that. It is that. I get that quite a bit. Yeah, nobody really knows the size of it until you see it in person.
Yeah. Good grief, man. You got the 12 valve in here?
Oh yeah. Old P-pump 12 valve out of a school bus.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Looks good, man.
Thank you. Yeah, give it a little flare, you know, flip the manifold upside down, build a riser, and put the turbo out of the hood.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, something's got to stand out on the car.
Yeah. You need something to grab some attention.
Yeah,
don't
I
you?
mean, it was pretty plain Jane otherwise, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll X the hood and put the turbo out.
So cool, man.
Thank you.
I guess you got those back here, huh?
Oh, yeah.
These things are pretty neat, too.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have the car, though.
Yeah, that's probably more likely to run than what these are.
You probably wouldn't take the $100 I gave for these, though.
No, probably not.
Pretty neat. I had one back in the day. Someone had rigged a little diesel motor up on it, and it drove on land and drove on water. I don't know how well. It worked, so for me, I felt like it was an accomplishment.
Right. These things are really neat. I love the lines, the way that they flow. It's not just like a box.
It's weird. It looks like it has like a jet ski style pump there.
That's what the guy told me. He said this one had a jet, or I don't know what you call it. Yeah,
Right.
a jet ski pump. Yeah.
Sure enough.
So you ain't slow moving in the water with that one.
I've never seen one like that, because ours just the paddles on the tires, you know, is what
That's
moved
what
it.
propelled it. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I'd rather have that set up for sure, if it works.
This one might be a little dangerous, as old as it is.
Yeah. This one here looks like she's more a parts rig.
Yeah. Cool thing though, it's got all the top mechanism and everything.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you have to cut a tree?
No.
It just come with it, huh?
Yeah, that was already growing in there. I figured I'd leave it. It looked kind of cool.
Cool, man. Yeah, we're hoping we can at least, I guess the one that's more complete, get up and running, maybe rob from this one to contribute to that one or whatever we got to do.
Right. Yeah, I was noticing this one here was a work rig. It's got toe points front and rear.
Oh yeah?
You got a little bumper on the rear of it.
Either that or it was a piece of junk and they always
had to drag it home.
Judging by it missing everything, it might be the answer to that one.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I'll grab, I think the forklift might be just as easy to lift them up off here, or drag them off or whatever.
Okay.
Get them unstrapped. I appreciate you bringing them down here. I knew they were in your neck of the woods, so I thought I'd holler at you, and always wanted to meet Greta in person anyways.
Yeah, the guy that these came from, I've known him for quite a few years, so
cool.
we're good friends, so wasn't no big deal.
Cool. Well, I'll grab the forklift and get them off there, and
we'll start unstrapping them.
Sounds good, man. Thank you, sir. Guys, real quick, we'd like to take a minute to mention the sponsor of this video, being Athletic Greens with their product called AG1. As you guys know, we're often in the woods or the middle of nowhere trying to pull these old vehicles out, so it's often hard to keep a focus on your health as far as nutrition and vitamins go. It's going to help you push yourself through the day. Now with AG1, it actually has 75 different ingredients, including vitamins, probiotics, minerals, superfoods, and adaptogens. So I know what some of you guys may be thinking, but AG1 is actually so much more than just a green powder. It supplies me with my daily multivitamins, multi-minerals, pre and probiotics, immune support, and so much more. But yes, it does supply you with your green blends throughout the day as well. A lot of the times when we're working out in this Texas heat, well, you can really be drained before you know it and really not worth anything. With AG1, it's something that helps me keep my energy levels consistent throughout the day. So it's not something that just kind of hits you all at once like caffeine would, but it's something that just hangs with you throughout the day. Sometimes good habits can be hard to stay consistent with. Now with AG1, it's actually very simple. All you do is take 1 scoop of AG1 to 8 ounces of water and drink it every day. That's it. And it's actually got a really good taste to it. I mean, compared to your typical nutrition-based drink, it's really good. So be sure to go to athleticgreens.com/restored to start your order now. Athletic Greens is actually giving our community a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Now don't forget, that's athleticgreens.com/restored. Now let's get back to the show. I think we're a good ways out of our comfort zone on this one here.
I believe so.
$100, so I couldn't pass it by. We may just have $100 worth of
Fiberglass?
Yeah, fiberglass and a little bit of scrap metal down up underneath there.
Yeah, and a learning experience.
Yeah. Kind of concerned because the last one we had, I know it ran off a lot of chains and stuff, and as much dirt and debris up in there, I'm sure all that stuff's rusted up.
Yep.
Cool though, little 2-cylinder engine, huh?
Yeah.
Basically like a go-kart or lawnmower, I guess. Looks complete from this side.
Yeah, everything looks to be.
It's got like a little kind of a torque converter set up over here that runs off of a belt down to chains. Ooh.
It's got some chains over here and there.
Chains off here. It's completely off on this side. I don't know if it's broke or what. Oh, pull start.
Yeah.
Yep.
I noticed it's got a key. What's called there? Ignition switch.
It's locked up. Yeah, I don't know if that's to a start or just kill switch and lights though.
True.
Yep. Yeah. Of course, she's locked up. I bet that other one is too.
Oh yeah, I bet that other one for sure is.
I don't know what this does. What's crazy to me though is this jet ski pump back here.
Right.
I've never seen one. I mean, it looks like it's, I mean, decently done. I don't know if that would have been a factory deal that come that way or somebody rigged it up on there.
Right, yeah.
I feel like it would really scoot if it worked like a jet ski. Because I know the other ones we had, and most of them, just the paddles on the tires is what kind of floats it along. I guess we start cleaning this thing out. I highly doubt any of them tires are going to hold air, but maybe. Start cleaning this out. See what we've even got to work with. Hate knowing we've got a chain off right off the bat.
Right, yeah, I got.
And a locked up engine.
Kind of hesitant about reaching in here on any of this
stuff. It's got
stuff.
little pedals or something. Huh. Yeah.
It's been sitting a while, so it's hard
I wonder if we was to, it's going to be hard to mess with this thing, just in that little compartment. I wonder if we could pull this whole top off here.
Have to do some rivet drilling, but
Yeah, just drill out those rivets there.
Looks
I
like
think the whole top would come off. It'd sure make it a lot easier cleaning it up and inspecting everything, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, you don't know what's up in there, reaching your hands in all those nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
Let's try that. Let's try to, I mean, I hate to pull it apart, but I don't think we have anything to lose on this one here, and it makes it a little easier on us.
Right, yeah, I think.
Let's see if we can get this rubber off first. May never get it back on there. Let you go ahead if you got your, I thought you had yours up over the corner. Let's kind of remember, let's lay it down so, over here where we
Know which way you go.
yeah, that's like putting a fitted sheet on your bed. Can't ever figure which way it goes.
That one went straight through.
I think that's got the most of them on.
I don't know if that thing,
Yeah.
it goes to something, and I'm sure it's gonna.
Yeah, it's attached right as attached.
I'm assuming.
Let's see if we can figure out where that goes to. Is it this? No, that's a fuel line. Right here, you see that?
Yeah, that comes up here to the.
That's got to be what it's going to, but is it broke? Not working it?
Not working it, no. It's just screwed.
I guess we'll undo it though.
Okay. Take the choke thing off too, I guess.
Oh yeah. Wrong
I
wrench
got
for
some
that.
channel locks here.
I hope that engine ain't stuck too bad. Alright, get all the junk we can move easily out.
Well, I'm also wondering what those pedals, I mean, we may have to just kind of start lifting up and find out what's still attached.
I think the pedals should be mounted on the bottom piece.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah, because it is.
Pretty sure you'd have to pull this off to do anything with this fuel tank anyways. Just out of curiosity. Oh, well, the end of it broke off in there.
Now we'll never know how much
There
gas
is, I'm gonna say water in there. Let's just wiggle it.
something. Oh, whatever that is.
What is that? Maybe that's what runs down to that. Man, let's let me see if I can take it loose from the handle here. Yeah. Give me a pair of needle nose.
Okay.
Well, and we've got some rivets here we're gonna have to drill out.
Okay.
You see them?
Yep.
I got this.
Okay.
Come out of there.
There you go. I get this.
Yeah. So this thing's loose now?
Yeah, you may have to poke it out with this, but
It should let it come free. Yep. Remembering all this stuff?
you think we're gonna get that far?
Let's go backwards with it here. Now we got a cool go-kart body anyways. Yeah. You know, it definitely helps. Let's see what we got. Oh, there's an axle.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well, it is when you got 6 of them on there. So.
I guess so. Let's get some trash cans and just start piling this stuff out. So once again, me and Dad are not super familiar when it comes to working on any kind of ATVs. Well, on top of that, being a 6x6 Amphibious that'll drive on the land and water. But our first approach was to go ahead and pull the top off of it so we could see what we were working with a little better. We're gonna have to pull out all these old leaves and junk just to see what it looks like on the chains. I know we've got a broke chain back there, or at least it's off. And there's an axle sitting on top here. So we'll get this cleaned out, inspect it a little deeper, maybe move on to the engine, see if we can get it to crank up, and just kind of go step by step on this. It's more or less just a learning thing for us. We got it for $100. We figured we'd put at least $100 worth of effort into it. Man, there's deep in here that I thought it was gonna be. What are those little things called? I can't think of what those little, I know y'all got them at y'all's house.
Oh, sweet gumballs?
Oh yeah. I remember growing up on them as a kid and stepping on those things.
Yeah, they're always fun when the mower's going. Especially when they're green.
Yeah.
They really hurt them.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to have this little... I guess that comes out.
Yeah, it's almost going to have to see the chains.
Looks like it just lifts out. Okay. Maybe they would come backwards. Don't like much. Dumped everything down in there. How's it look over there?
Not promising. It's chain's completely messed up there. No chain here.
So that's what controls. So basically the front axle is out right now. It ain't gonna do nothing.
Right, yep.
You might get mid-axle. The back two axles might work.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, that chain is, golly. Now that's a chain that's broke back there. Man.
So we'll be able to do a donut to this side, maybe.
I don't know that any of them are gonna be working, to be honest with you. Now time for the vacuum. Most of this stuff is.
I think so. It's just kind of. force its way to the bottom and then suck it up with the vacuum.
Yeah, I'll vacuum it out. Wonder where we could find chains at. It may be like the same as some kind of a four-wheeler, motorcycle, something.
I thought I'd say probably more so a motorcycle than... Maybe lawnmower shop might have some of those old mowers had chains.
Still trying to figure out what those little levers do.
Yeah, I don't know.
This. I think that's probably good enough to move on to the next decision of is the motor even any count?
Yeah. We won't do no good to suck all of it out if it...
Right. Because we know right off the bat you're going to be investing money in some sprockets and chains, which I kind of figured that as much stuff was down in here and just asking for it to rust up real bad.
Right.
And this. So I believe I do see a little starter there.
Oh, yeah.
Pull the plugs out and squirt something down in there and see if it'll, may not take much to get it to turn over.
Right, yeah, worth a try.
13/16. Gonna be hard to put a different motor on it though, really. It's a little side shaft engine.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good. Don't look too bad either. At least that don't seem locked up.
We can try to turn that, or
maybe while I put a little bit on it right here. Boy, we find the stuck engines every time. Let me get this stuff out here. Oh, that's just turning something else.
But that part is at least free. We're not fighting out.
Well, that part there is not though.
As long as it's not in gear. I don't know how you...
No, it shouldn't be because it runs off this torque converter that gets, you know, tighter.
Just centrifugal.
It should, I mean, and this is loose enough. It should try something. I guess that's a brake. Yeah, that's some kind of a brake. I'd rather not tear this apart.
What about, that shaft should go all the way over to the thing over there. Can we get on that?
Yeah,
Maybe
probably
because
get on
since
that.
how it's spinning here.
There. I tried to help you. Oh, pulled it back in from my hand. So it turned.
It did turn, yeah, I started saying it was moved here, so.
Is this going to keep pulling this inwards though? No, you're good. It's
Nope.
pumping it out.
Pumping oil out, yep.
You can keep going. Cool. At least that cylinder, huh? Uh-oh. Hit a hard spot.
Hard spot. Back the other way.
Well, both cylinders have got to be moving, but that one may be hitting a spot.
Oh, it went past it, whatever it was.
It ain't ever shot nothing out of that one. So confused. Oh, I see it moving up and down there. Let me try this real quick just to see. Boy, it sure is stiff though.
It's probably.
I don't know if it is. Yeah, that's kind of tight. So is there something engaged? What about this thing? Try to pull that out. No, it's tight. Something has got that.
We may have to take this off, this side, take that belt off.
For now,
and give us a, because yeah, I think it's got all that crud right there, and I bet that's just grabbing that belt and making it.
Oh yeah, all that rust.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe right. Yeah, let's do that. Well, good. It's pulling over.
Yeah. It's coming off this pulley.
I mean, I guess that's fine though, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I remember blisters on my hands from.
Them old Tecumsehs were bad about that. Yeah, they wouldn't crank and you'd pull on them for an hour. You can ride it for 5 minutes.
Yeah. You want to see if you can feel any kind of
Shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they both got
Good.
decent, yeah.
Man. So now the question is, does it have to have the battery to get fire, or does it have like a magneto style? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't have a key. I guess these are the little coils on there. Surely it's, I don't know. I have no clue.
Fuel filter shot.
Yeah, pull that up. Huh. Think a lawnmower key might work that?
It might do that.
Just put a battery on it and see if the starter even works.
Right, yeah.
I'll go see if you know where a key's at maybe?
Not a
Screwdriver?
screwdriver, yeah.
I'll grab a battery.
I'm not gonna snug it, I'm just gonna kinda.
So we've got an orange wire coming off of that starter
Yep,
cylinder. I bet we're gonna have to try to jump this thing. I'm gonna grab that little starter switch thing. This ground wire, ooh, it's bad.
Yeah, I seen it a while ago. It was done shed all of its skin. I was hoping it was a ground.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Connection's terrible. Okay. So I'm just going to run this from the battery to this orange wire. There it goes. I wasn't pulling it that fast, was I?
Not quite.
Cool. Wouldn't that be something if this thing cranks up fairly easy?
I can't imagine it, but
So now we need to figure out the ignition side of things. That wire there. I don't know what it goes to. A blue wire. I don't know.
these blue wires look like they go to maybe the lights. Yeah.
Sure wish we had the key so I didn't have to try to. Wonder if we can just take a screwdriver and. That way I ain't got to be guessing on what I'm jumping across.
What do you think on that?
Let's see if I can get that screwdriver.
Let's see if I can find you a little bit
Oh
smaller.
yeah, it's gonna have to be a long,
Skinny one.
yeah.
I don't know if this one will fit in there or not.
I don't know, this may only be a,
On and off.
almost what it's feeling like. I bet it is. I bet that's just a, which still might.
How would you do the
Workhorse.
starter though?
True, yeah. Unless it was a,
Starter's button or?
yeah, I don't remember seeing nothing on that. Let me just try it. It's got a little bit. Let's see.
So it's a little bit better screwdriver.
Oh gosh. That's great. Where's it at?
Right there by the tray. There's nothing there.
I'm just curious, so let's
Do that, flip it, and then hit that button.
yeah, I was gonna say we can put a plug in it and see if it's sparking. Yeah, this plug here is pretty rough on the top side.
Yeah.
It's got two different. So one's got for like that right there, and then this one's got for when you take it on. Maybe one of the two, Matt.
If I can get a ground on this.
Ready?
Yep.
No spark.
No spark.
Let's go ahead and just pull this cover off and see if there's some kind of points or magneto or something down in there. If there is, you know it needs to be cleaned.
Right.
Looks like we're gonna have to go more into it. Because that's the flywheel there. So this whole cover's gonna have to come off. guess staring at it ain't gonna do nothing, is it? Pull this coil, maybe get these coils off here. I think that might be some 13s or something from this other side. That's gonna hold this cover on. I guess that belt needs to come off too though, huh?
Probably so.
Well, if anything, we'll have a lot of parts. Hadn't been off. Or somebody really tightened it up well when they put it back on there. Them coils don't look terrible, but the boots sure are bad on the wires there. I think they're salvageable. I think I should.
It's gonna have to come off.
Pull it off down here.
Yeah.
Which one you think? I don't know which one will come off easier. Maybe that. Looks like there's less stuff to take off.
Mm-hmm.
Comes apart different than I thought it would, so make it a lot easier.
I have to get on the other side to be able to do anything with this.
Little bitty belt. Look at that thing. Were they 13s?
Yep. That's can't get enough.
Yeah, they tight, ain't they?
Yeah, they're super tight.
I see a gap, you know, starting to open up on my side here.
One down on the bottom side here that keep coming back. Right, your finger hit it.
Right there?
Right, no, your middle finger. Keep
right there.
I can't tell if that's one or not. Those are so close together that.
Right. Yeah, I bet it is. I mean, it almost has to be going into that. There ain't nothing else for it to go into.
Thinking.
Well, unless there's something behind this cover, maybe.
That's the reason why I was kind of waiting to see if. I mean, I can take it out and just.
I mean, I'd take out all the other ones and see if it comes off first. Or is that all of them, or?
It's all I can see.
Yeah, it's going to be that one then too.
Top side.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I guess I'll take that off. Watch yourself. Yeah, blow right back in my face. Actually pretty clean in there. Guess I'm gonna have to take those off too. Man, that top part looks like it's gonna be hard to get off.
I've got 1, 2.
There's several over here. It like wraps around and goes up under.
Yep.
Man, I don't know if it's got any up there. What do you think? Probably. I mean, it's pretty tight still. Yeah. I can't imagine just that one down low being what's holding it.
I would. But it is.
Well, all right, that works.
Okay, well, the one off the starter didn't need to come off either.
I guess not. Huh. Man, it's not really what I thought it looked like in here. I guess we're gonna have to pull that flywheel, huh? I was hoping you could kind of see, but I think all of it's back behind it.
Almost have to be.
We sure are getting into this more than I feel comfortable about.
It's more than ankle deep, ain't it?
Yeah, because you can't see. Do you even see that little like magnetic part? Man, it's kind of hard to turn. There we go. See if you see anything as I'm turning it back there. Nothing?
Nothing.
Just rust.
Just
Well.
rust.
Let's keep going. May have to have a puller though. Getting easier?
It seemed like that time was a little easier.
Are you getting stronger?
I think it may have been a little of both.
Let me give it a little
That one
smack.
was about to unscrew off of there.
Let me give it a little smack over here on this side. It just ain't moving in the middle though. It's had that same amount of gap this whole time. Oh, something broke. Puller had to break. I think it broke somewhere in there. A lot easier. Or is it coming?
I don't know. I think we may have
Stripped.
Yep, that's what we did.
Golly. So we were finally able to go ahead and get this flywheel off. And as you guys can tell on the inside here, there's going to be some little magnets that are extremely rusty. We're going to have to try to take some sandpaper too and clean those up the best we can. Now up inside here behind the flywheel, you guys can kind of see now what we're working with. We've got a little bitty set of points right here and then another little set of points right here as well. I guess each set of points for each coil versus, you know, for both cylinders as well. Right up in here, it's also those little magnet things. I guess maybe the magneto you would call it. We're going to clean those up with some sandpaper. So basically clean those up, clean the points up right here. These open and close, which allow your spark to your spark plugs. Clean up this flywheel real good. Hopefully put everything back together, and as long as we've got some good coils on it, as long as all that stuff's sparking the way it should send spark to our spark plugs, and we should be able to put some gas into it and hopefully hear it fire up for the first time. I'm cleaning it up pretty good.
Yeah, this is not bad so far. This is when patina's not your friend.
Yeah. I think that's about got mine pretty good. We'll just start putting them back together and see what it does, I guess. Ready? Yep. Oh yeah.
Spark on that.
Yeah, they're sparking good. Hit that light. We got good spark.
I can see it from over here.
Yeah. We got good spark. Well, let's clean these plugs up. Pretty dirty.
Oh. Okay, no need to clean them up. They're sparking. Or that one is.
Yeah, true. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, huh?
That's right.
Surely it can't hurt nothing now. You know, I guess as far as I've yet to find an oil anything on this. So you think it's 2-cycle?
I bet it is. I mean,
There
otherwise
ain't a
you're gonna
place to
have
put oil in it nowhere.
most of the stuff that I've kind of glanced and tried to find some different information on it, most of them say like a 2-cycle
Yeah.
and stuff. So
I figure we might as well try to use some 2-cycle gas and oil anyways. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It might smoke a little bit if it's not, but. Let's see. It's weird how it has two different.
yeah,
We might clean the head of that one up a little
Okay.
bit if we can. Got two different style plugs in it. I bet she tries. I just hope this thing don't try to take off. Which it ain't gonna take off. But
no, but
I just hope we don't try to break some chains and stuff like that, being that it's, because I don't know what any of this stuff, if it's, you know, the one I had didn't have those little pedal
Little-
things down there.
Yeah.
You just controlled it like a 0 turn with those, so I don't really know what those down in the floor do. Because they both run down here to this, I guess transmission is what you'd call it.
right.
And all that stuff seems to be
Well.
stuck.
I would say maybe forward and reverse, but that was, yours did that on the.
Yeah,
was up there
just
also,
kind of,
yeah.
I don't know. Guess we'll see. Yeah, that sucker is bad, ain't it? Golly. You'd have never thought it'd been sending spark through that. So hopefully it still does through that plug.
Yep.
Put a little gas in it.
Yeah. Just a second. Okay, yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Let's go and try. Tried for just a second there.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty cool. Huh. Yeah. It's definitely a snowmobile engine.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
You can tell by the way it sounds.
Yeah.
That's what I'd seen on a little bit of things I was looking at. Well, she does run.
Yeah.
See if we can run it a little longer.
Try to. Try to take that.
I guess, how does that, does it have a fuel pump? It has to, because that's lower than
Yeah,
the
it will,
carburetor. But where's the fuel pump?
I wonder.
That's a pump?
Maybe a vacuum.
Maybe.
That's the only thing I can figure.
I don't know.
Because this would be your fuel going into it.
Right.
That'd be return. That would, like I said, it's just got to be some kind of a suction.
Let's see if we can get it running a little longer, and then we'll just get that little tank and hook into it and see if it'll. Just hard to keep going,
yeah.
huh?
I think I flooded it that time.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what you need, huh?
Yeah. And this thing, it squeezes once and then it doesn't. So.
It's kind of dark. It might be mixed a little heavy on the oil
Could be.
side. It's smoking pretty good. But we pumped all that oil down in it too.
Right, yeah.
Trying to get it to unlock.
Yep.
You want to hook some fuel to it and see what it does? See if we can get it running a little longer?
Yeah.
It looks like everything's working over here. I mean, it's not trying to engage or anything. So I still don't know.
What?
Yeah, what makes it do that?
Unless it was that lever that was.
Maybe
I don't
this.
know. Yeah.
I don't know what. That just goes to like that pulley thing down there.
But I know that works. I mean, once you rev it up, that's supposed to draw in.
Right.
And
You would think it would have been revving up enough to try to do something.
yeah, I would have thought so. Yeah.
Oh.
But if it's in neutral, then it's
True.
It could pick up another.
Did you notice if that one was spinning?
I
It
was.
wasn't, was it?
I don't think it was.
Yeah. Well, we'll get some gas to it and see if we can check it out a little better. Huh. Think it ain't getting the fuel?
That's what it acts like.
Think it just ran off that, huh?
I think so.
Huh.
That may be.
May have to pull it apart and clean
Yep.
it up, huh? Let me try to tap on it real quick. Regardless if it is a, you know, like a suction type feed, holding it up like that should allow it to
Yeah,
get in there.
you would think so, unless it's got some kind of a. No, it still has to get in there. Unless it's got a diaphragm that opens and closes it.
Right.
You know, like a suction pipe thing.
So it is turning it.
It is turning it.
So yeah, we must be, that's good though.
Yeah.
Carburetor's gonna have to come off.
Yep.
It looks like a job for you. Because I don't even have a clue. It may be, I done said I do not like lawnmowers type small engine stuff.
Well, it just looks like fun.
Right.
No, it looks like a.
I guess we'll pull it off then. See if we can't clean it up. We're not gonna make it any further with running around with a bottle, baby feeding it.
Especially once you hit the water.
Yeah. So Dad got this carburetor pulled off, pulled it all apart and got it cleaned up, what we feel like is the best we're going to do on it anyways. Popped it back on there. We went ahead and moved forward on starting to work on these rods that actually steer the machine. They were super rusty and it took a lot of persuasion to get them to actually move for us. But now we've actually got this right one and this left one. Everything seems to be, as far as appearance wise, working the way it should. So now we're just going to go ahead and try to see if we can crank this up. The goal was to just hear it actually run off the fuel from the car to the carburetor there. So hopefully she'll idle, at least rev at that. Then we'll just move on to the next problem of trying to figure out these chains, I guess. Ready?
Yep.
Ooh, shocking me a little bit. I wonder if it's going to take a little prime.
I bet it may need a little prime there.
Come on, girl. Regardless, if that isn't pumping, it should be gravity feeding to it.
Right.
Well, at least we got a lot more than we were earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know if this, I think the choke, I was just trying to work it where it seemed to fit best.
I just bumped it.
No.
Pretty close.
Pretty
I think
close.
it would if it warmed up a
I
little
think
bit
so
more.
too. Uh-huh.
Huh, well, cool. Good job on that carburetor. So this was spinning over once we revved it up high enough, you know, but nothing I'm scared to try anything with as bad shape as all these chains are in.
Right.
If this thing starts to move and these ain't, we're definitely gonna mess that transmission up.
True.
But I wonder, I know these front chains are shot. Obviously that one's gone, this one's broke.
This one.
That one's broke. You think we could oil up, maybe take these chains off and oil up the ones that run to this center axle, and at least see when we crank it and try to see if it's engaging this left and right side to turn, because it should turn this one axle.
Yeah, just basically be a center drive.
Right, and then we'd need new chains.
Yeah, which you got to have anyways.
Right. But these are going to take a lot of oiling up. Well, that. I think maybe let's try to shoot some air into these tires where we can actually, you know, oil that up and try to turn this axle even. I mean, the axles maybe froze up on it.
True, yeah.
I don't think the tires will hold air, but most of the time when they look that bad, they will. Huh?
They will. They may not hold forever, but they'll hold enough to air up.
All right, coming out of this one over here. Yeah, it's got a big old
air hole.
Yep, big old bad spot in it. This one's gonna hold. I guess this is something pretty important. You want to be sure you're not losing air. You try to take off across a pond or something. That's going to be most of your floating, I would think. I think it's leaking around the rim.
No, it's through the tire. It's got a big split in it back here.
So 1 out of 3 on this side. I bet you all 3 of these hold air. This one might not.
Just don't want to take it, does it?
Mm-mm. Nah. It's got a pretty bad spot somewhere.
Yep.
Well, so yeah, like, I guess 3 out of 6, huh? Half of them?
4 out of 6.
Just these 2 and that one in the middle. Well, guess we'll go ahead and start pulling off these other chains. That way we can try to see if we can work this axle. It's moving a little bit, but...
Not this one.
Yeah. I don't know the best way of getting them out of there. Man, those things are stiff, ain't they?
Yeah, this one's partially coming. I don't know. More persuasion there.
Well, as bad as that one is, I don't know if we'd ever oil those others enough to work. I mean, they're all going to need to be changed anyways. I would just like to see at least try to move. And that's the only chance we got is that center axle.
Have to inch worm through there.
Think if I could cut that? Because it's not actually broke, right? It just jumped off the...
I don't know. I don't see it.
It's finding that master lock,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's not even
it
there.
is broke there.
tongue on the bottom.
Golly. Yeah, those things are terrible. Man, I think the sprockets could be reused, but hang on just a second. It's looking better down in here.
There it goes.
I was hoping we could save them to kind of know the length, but they're just breaking into pieces.
Right, yeah.
So other than that last chain over there, we want to try to keep the ones running from the transmission to this center axle, right? So it'd be this chain right here.
Yeah.
Let me just try to cut it. We can either cut
We're going to have to, I mean,
Think I can cut it right there?
I think so.
Okay. Maybe we can fish it out of there?
Well, we're going to find out.
Still.
It is hung, just grip tight on that gear.
Alright. So basically down to just these two chains here and a little chain there that maybe, I think that's what runs that jet pump. That jet
Probably
ski
so,
pump
yeah.
thing. And I actually think that's what this lever here would be. I think that engages it.
There's a little belt
Well, yeah, there's a
there
belt
also that
runs
comes to a little
too.
pump looking thing, but it's hard to say what it goes to.
Huh. Because I know this controls on the side the direction.
Right.
Well, let's get about 20 cans of PB Blaster and just start dousing this stuff. I think we can vacuum it up a little bit better too.
I think so, yep.
So once we got the inside of this thing cleaned up a little bit better, it appears that most of the sprockets are going to be salvageable, but these two inner chains that we were hoping we could save, they've just been rusted so long they just pretty much are holding that shape. So went ahead and cut those off. Now we just want to crank this machine up, see if we can get the transmission to move forward and backwards, and see what we've got from there. Ready?
Yep.
Close, huh?
Close. It
Might just need to be idled up.
I think
some.
so.
Well, they're working.
Yeah.
I mean, because I guess I'm assuming, you know, when I pull backwards on it, I think it just breaks this side rather than actually making this side go in reverse. Because forward, you know, it would direct both of them. And I guess this would have been your throttle. I bet that ran back there,
yep.
and you kind of give it gas as you go, because that's your emergency brake. And, well, cool. It looked like it was kind of low geared, but I guess that's what you'd want in something like this, huh?
Yeah, because you get cutting out across there with nothing else but that.
Still don't know about this pump, but I'm kind of scared to try it outside of water, because it may need to be submerged in water before we kick it on, but I bet it works too. Yep. I think if we had some good chains on it, she'd move. Well, obviously, and some tires. I think we've made it about as far as we can now.
Right, yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
A lot further than I thought we would when we started out. And we still got the other one we really ain't even touched if we need parts off of, but I know the chains are going to be just as bad on it.
Yep.
Cool.
Not worse.
Glad we bought them now. So when we bought these machines, it was completely sight unseen and had no idea what we were really going to be getting into. But at the price of $100, we figured we couldn't lose. So once we got them inside of the shop and was able to dig into it a little bit deeper, we found out that we definitely had our hands full on it. So we were able to get this 2-cycle engine up and running again. Sounds pretty good, and if she's wanting to idle, I just think she needs to be ran a little bit longer. As far as the drivetrain goes, we're definitely going to have to replace these chains in here because they are just too far gone. After we finally got the steering oiled down and got that stuff working the way it should, it appears that the transmission is going forward and engaging properly. So I guess at this point would just be the deciding factor of if we want to go ahead and invest some more time and money into it, as far as putting chains and just trying to see if this thing will even float. But at this point, I think we'll just kind of wait around, see what you guys think about this video, and just make a decision from there. So we hope that you guys like this video. I know it's a little bit out of what we would typically work on, but that's how you learn. So be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and we'll see you on the next one.